Welcome back to MMA Underground, your favorite part of Tuesday. I'm one half the dynamic duo known as Buddy V, killing it with the one and only.
Sam K. And shit, man, as always, we got two phenomenal guests in the building. Man, we have the one, the only, the beautiful monster himself, Braxton Smith in the building.
Going on, fellas.
And all the way from Streetbeefs West Coast, you know him. He's a young killer out here making waves. We have the one, the only, Mxrdem in the building.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, shit. Ryan already starting.
Yeah.
Can we throw that comment back up? That's the guy who put Nasty Native to sleep with the wicked head kick.
Now, so that's a perfect way to segue into it, because you were saying that was your first fight back after a little bit of a hiatus.
Yeah, bro. Long time, yeah. So that was a special win for me, yeah.
Yeah, man. I just finished watching that fight right before we went live.
Okay.
And for those who don't know, it was a while ago, but Nasty Native was the Streetbeefs West Coast double champ. He was the heavyweight boxing champ as well as the heavyweight MMA champ before he moved down south to Texas, where he started the Streetbeefs Dirty South branch. And somewhere in between all of that, you guys got in the mix. So can you talk to us about that fight real quick?
Yeah, sure, bro. So, man, I had made my mind up that I wanted to get back in the fight, and I got tired of working, bro. So, um, I couldn't get a fight because not only was I self-trained and I was also self-trained as an amateur, but it's been 9 years. So nobody has no film. Like I don't have no film with nobody sparring anything. So all these promoters are like, bro, like, yeah, you big, but I'm not gonna put you in here to get killed. You know what I mean? Like, can you show us something? I'm like, shit, I don't got nothing to show. So I'm originally born and raised in Alabama. So I reached back out to a lady who had some pull back south, and she got me in touch with B2. Well, they have some ties and affiliations with Alabama Strike Hard. So they were kind of like co-promoting together. So it was like, oh shit, well this guy's from Bama, like got the perfect guy for him. You know, they were trying to build Cody Beck at the time, like shit, Massey Native. They trying to build him, and we fought in his hometown of like Little Rock, Arkansas. So it was all his people there and stuff like that. So I get it. Nobody knows who I am. Like nobody knows about me. My last fight was 9 years ago against UFC vet Chase Sherman. So I was 0-1 as a pro at the time. You know what I mean? So this guy was on a tear. So they like shit. Let's feed him Cody Beck. A little bit different than they playing. So.
Oh, it was a beautiful head kick, Mac.
Facts, man. And Nasty Natives is no slouch, man. He was on a tear out here. And I watched the fight, and he started off with throwing a lot of strikes. He's a striker for the from what we've seen, and we saw the combinations, we saw the pressure, and you were able to manage the pressure, and not only that, you were able to score the KO. Can you talk to us? How was it actually in the fight? Because it didn't last long.
It was cool, bro. So yeah, like you said, he went out and did Cody Beck. One of the reasons why I'll never touch gloves again. I don't care if I'm fighting my cousin, bro. I'll never come out and touch him again because as soon as he touched him, bro, he blitzed.
Mm.
So he came straight at me, so I didn't get a chance to say it, which is cool. That's on me. But yeah, he threw punches and knees and stuff like that. And what I kind of noticed, I like being in the heavyweight, I noticed no power. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm cool. Like he got technique, he got skill, and he got decent speed for his size, but he don't hit hard for a heavyweight. So he was on the fence for a while. I had started throwing elbows, but they were kind of hitting him in the back of the head. The ref warned me, so I'm like, yeah, that's kind of like I don't want to be a dirty fighter. So he kept trying to take me down. I was like, bro, you're not getting the takedown. And so I kind of shoved him and pushed him off the cage finally. And we're in it. He's engaging again. I got hit with a low blow. And they stopped it for a little minute. So I kind of like got a pattern, bro, like of what he was doing. So he was throwing and then he was shooting. So he was throwing and shooting. So I just timed it and went southpaw stance and timed the head kick and he walked right into it.
Mm.
Because you're normally Orthodox, I think, right?
Yeah, I'm right-handed.
Yeah. Damn, all right. Man, that was like we said, that was a fun fight to watch. And I know before we talk about this war too that you just had this previous month, we know we got somebody preparing for a war right here below me, man. And this, I already know I've been a huge fan of of everything you've been doing, making waves. Oh yeah, whoop, whoop. And I'm really excited. Like you got me revved up and amped. I'm like, you want to let everybody know who you're about to throw down with?
Mxrdem, you here?
No, no.
No, I kind of cut out. My bad.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. You were bugging out a bit.
Hey. Now, tell the fans
What was the
about this
question?
weekend,
Sorry.
this upcoming fight.
You're fighting this
My
weekend.
connection is so bad. I'm so sorry.
No, you good, bro.
Yeah,
We're asking about the fight this
my opinion on
weekend.
fighting this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fighting Island Strong in
Man, you might have to reset the motive.
Okay, so yeah, I'm fighting Island Strong
Dang.
in a boxing match with the 7-ounce puff gloves, and should be fun. It's my first fight back after Marauder didn't fight for a whole year. I was helping out my team, Mikey, but took some time away to help them out and also deal with my own life issues. But now we're back, and that's what matters. And I'm super excited because, in my all respect to Island Strong, but it's gonna be another Marauder. So
And why do you say that? What makes you feel that way? Because we have seen Island Strong. We've seen him perform, man. So what makes you say that?
No, every time the crucial moment.
Just got to
I've
finish
been
playing
I've
for him.
seen when it. How would I put it? Sometimes when you've built so much experience with people and fighting, you can just see when certain people have it in them to be, and then there's other people who well can only take a couple. That's why I think he has a good chin. I will say that, but technique wise and overall, I just feel way much more confident. I know it should be easy for me. I've seen his ins and outs.
That's
Island
Island
Strong.
Strong right there.
Yeah, we got to see it.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's not too often that we see people want to venture out and take risks, and we've seen you do that time and time again with the MMA glove Muay Thai match, and now you're doing it again with Island Strong with the 7-ounce boxing gloves. Uh, does that affect how you train as far as the different types of gloves, the different size gloves?
In my opinion, the only time I can really say it affected me was going into the fight with darkness, and that was because I was prepared for a 4-ounce Muay Thai match again with the 12-ounce gloves. So that for that fight, I was mainly training with the 4 ounces lighter gloves. So when I threw on those 12s, I felt a little bit more tired, and my shoulders got tired, and it
Mm,
was simply because I was just constantly training with smaller gloves.
right.
So from then, I've learned that mistake. I just, even in fighting, because within the team, me and Mikey, uh, we tend to do some forearm sparring matches. So I will say I'm pretty comfortable in there. It doesn't really make a difference. If anything, I feel more natural with everything. I feel my technique is more natural, more smooth when I'm wearing something lighter.
Absolutely. I mean, I can imagine so too. Little quicker hand movements too. That's why I be training with 16s. You know, once they get off, I'm like, whoo, light it, baby. Oh, I was gonna say too, cause training with different gloves, different everything else. We're talking about, Braxton Smith was making waves with no gloves. We're talking BKFC, bare knuckle, bone to bone. And man, he had the debut last month versus what was it, Alex Davis. I felt like it was strength versus well, this is no diddy, no homo, strength versus length. Because he was sitting there and he had that reach, but every time you got inside and you really hit him, I was just like, it's a matter of time, in my opinion. And I felt like the fight really was going your way the whole time. I was kind of curious if how you felt about your debut, showing that you had a chin, that you have punching power, and while people respected your power, you also surprised them going, the length that it did, because you have all your fights are first round finishers. So I mean,
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah. So the big thing for that, man, like, um, I gave my performance like a C, bro. I should have ended that fight in the first round, man. I was, I don't know, man. I just kind of made it, being on almost 2 years, I kind of made it harder than what it should have been. And he brought, yeah, he had range and stuff like that, but um, I should have been better, more patient. I should have been more accurate also, because every single one of the punches that landed, they were all clips. The second knockdown was my forearm that hit him. So nothing like touched him. Like I told him, I'm gonna retire your ass this weekend. You'll never fight again. I didn't get to do that, so I was mad, bro. I ain't, if you watch the fight, you can see I was mad at that performance. But I still got the KO, but it was more like a quick thing. Like, dude, bro, was like, no, I'm good, bro. For one to really catch me for real. And I didn't get the, like, I want to go out with a bang. Like, I want to knock dude out the ropes and everything and like retire, buddy. But I didn't get a chance to. But I was happy and happy with my win, bro. Being back on the big stage. I went from the UFC like straight to another big promotion, so I didn't knock no rust off by going like regional scene or nothing like that. So it's like from boom, boom. So I was just like, damn, okay, cool. Got to perform. So yeah, and like you said, like everything is normally in the first round. So it was pretty cool, like winning outside of the first round, like getting it, like showing the power late. But the power, I ain't even tripping on the power. Like I got KO power. I think I hit harder than any heavyweight out here for real, no matter what organization. But that ain't what I'm tripping. I'm tripping on like showing better skill shit. Like I trained hard for that fight, and I should have showed way better than that. I should have showed that. I should have showed way better skill set and level in that fight, which I didn't do. Which I definitely plan on doing February end of February.
Yeah, man, it's understandable. It's your debut. In a new sport, new stage. And ultimately, you got the job done. I was interested in knowing, going from one organization to another and one fight style to another. What led you to decide to go ahead and go with the BKFC?
Man, to be honest, bro, I just wanted to I wanted to get my feet back wet from fighting because I had took 9 years off. And then I signed with the UFC. Come back, I signed. I won two pro regional titles, signed the UFC. Uh, I get suspended by USADA. Boom, my 4 fight deal gone. I'm
Mm.
released. Now I'm sitting again. I just came back from sitting for 9 fucking years. Then I come back and get popped with USADA, and so boom, I'm suspended for 2. So I was like, bro, just get me anybody and everybody. Just get. I don't care. I just gotta get. I gotta get back, bro. I need it back. So so it's one of those things where I was like, okay, and it's a kind of a fast paced route to a world title. That's one of my things. Like it's making millions of dollars. Make it probably tell about 10, about 10, 11. I ain't tripping. 10, 11 is good throughout my career where I can walk away, and I need a world title. That's legacy for me. So this is a way to get to win a world title as well. Uh, I will go back to MMA. I haven't made that public yet. I don't think too many people know about that, but I will eventually go back and try to get on Dana White contender series. Just depend on how it goes. But I'm gonna see if I can win this win cruiserweight title at BKFC, and then challenge the heavyweight champion at BKFC, and then like go back into MMA. So those are plans for me 2025.
Dope.
Shoot. Would you ever think, because they got the bare knuckle MMA, the Masvidal League? Shoot.
I would do that too. That's cool, but man, like I didn't really get a chance to like stamp my name in MMA, bro. Like I wanted to, like when I was fighting Cody Beck and all them fucking dudes, like Savage and all. And when I was fighting the regional scene, bro, like it was just me, dog. Like, it was just me and my homie. So I like me going to Florida, me going to Colorado, Vegas. Like that's what's next for me. Where I can actually give it a full shot at being a real combat sports athlete. I'm self trained. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna make these goals count and make them happen, I can't go no further by myself. You feel me? Like I can't do it. I never won a world title by myself. I can't get no M's by myself. So I got to get with a team where I'm training with killers every day. I'm a killer, but I need to train with killers every day. And I ain't getting that. I ain't had that. So the motherfuckers lucky I ain't had it yet. And I was always telling them, bro, y'all better get me before I get with a team. I just haven't found that and clicked with me in Texas. And I was in a region where they ain't got no MMA for Austin ain't got shit, but no gi jiu-jitsu. I ain't with the jiu-jitsu. I ain't with the no gi jiu-jitsu. So you know what I mean? Like that just ain't my style. I don't knock it, but that ain't
Yeah,
my
yeah,
style.
yeah.
But yeah, this is what it's gonna take for me to get there, bro. So that's why I want to get back in MMA. It's just like it ain't proving nobody, it ain't proving motherfuckers wrong who's talking shit. It's proving to me I know I belong with them heavyweights over there. So I gotta go back and get that.
Fact.
Hell
That's
yeah.
right.
And I always have so much respect for those heavyweight MMA fighters too, because it goes to show, man, no matter what, you can never judge anybody because they'll sit there and they'll fucking head kick your ass and walk away, not even thinking twice, like,
From the best of the best. Facts.
Yeah, y'all different. Y'all different. Mortem, I wanted to ask you, bro, because in my opinion, as far as the West Coast concerned, man, you something like the uncrowned champ, bro. In Muay Thai, in my opinion, as far as who we have and skill wise. Why are we coming back and doing boxing and not Muay Thai? I'm just curious. Just curious.
Well, to put it in perspective, right now there's only one person that I can think in Muay Thai can really give me a challenge, and that's the good homie Jesse. I don't. Nobody else in the Muay Thai division right now can really stand with me. Slug, unfortunately, is out. I would have loved to bang it out with him. Um, I don't know. There's not many people right now in the Muay Thai division for me to knock the fuck out, and let alone people who want to do 4 ounce Muay Thai with me. So, and on top of that, why would I deny a fight with Island Strong? That's a name, and if there's anything that I love, is taking people's name. So I got to fight Battleborn, I got to fight Relentless, I got to fight Marauder, and I get to fight Island Strong. Who knows who might be next?
When you put it like that, yeah, you got a roster of a dudes you went up against actually. Yeah. All names. Actually.
well, I know.
Yeah.
Did you never got would you ever do a rematch with Battleborn? Because that's the one I would have loved to see. Because I know that was like 2 years ago you had that fight, I think, right?
You heard what you said, buddy? You heard what you
What?
just said 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I Yeah, I got to get that rematch with Battleborn because he's now in
Fair
um
enough.
what is it? Slap in the Slap UFC. So I
Oh,
would have
slap.
loved to run it back with Battleborn. That would have been an amazing fight. And if anything, it would have not ended well for him because I had been training nonstop to fight him over and over and over again. So anytime there was an event, I would immediately start training as if he was going to be my opponent, just in case. Because not only was he my first fight, he was the Muay Thai champ, so I could have taken his belt. And you guys saw the size comparison. The dude's huge compared to me, so that would have just been chef kiss.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Battleborn in a minute. Shout out to Battleborn. That's my old teammate. I love you, bruh. And we miss you, bruh. You know. But yeah, that was, in my opinion, that was supposed to go down. I don't know why it never happened. It should have. But you know, it makes sense. It makes sense what you're saying.
Damn, that's crazy. Shit. I was gonna say real quick. I was gonna ask both you guys about training for your fights and everything else because we've been talking about different styles,
Oh,
different fights. I mean, Braxton, you do some MMA stuff, or you did MMA. You do some BKFC. I know the training's a little different. And Mortem, you were talking about training with all sorts of different style gloves for your fights and everything else. I was gonna say, can you talk about like how'd you prepare for your last fight that you had and your upcoming fight that you have, or if you don't want to give away any secrets, I don't blame you.
Well, I don't want to say too much about this fight because I know some part of him is scared, and I'm playing my part. So I'd rather just keep him in that little tension spot. But for that Marauder fight, in my opinion, it was like I knew by any chance we could all get caught. We could all get caught. But something just told me I'm gonna train 10 times harder just to make it 10 times harder for him to do anything to me. So for that fight, I was just sparring back to back with the 4 ounce gloves, 16-ounce gloves. I used to one of my favorite things to do for my training sessions is that we'll do 1 round of sparring with no limit. You just go until one person says I'm done, or until we both equally just say, all right, that's it. Let's call it it.
I like that.
I like it. And see, the reason why I was curious with you two, Braxton Smith, because in your fight, man, I want to say you have legs, but you got tree trunks. I mean, those things were solid. And then I saw that you played, was it D1 NCAA football at Troy University too as a running back?
Yeah, yeah, I play a little bit. I
So
hated
I was like, I'm
football though,
curious.
bro.
You are a strong man. You got knockout power. Like I want to know. Like, do you like to focus predominantly more on like the weights and knockouts, or do you try to do more technique stuff, or how did you train?
Uh, man, to be honest, bro, like I need to really get away from that type of lifting. Like a lot of people think I'll be lifting like a lot of heavy weight, bro, but I really don't, man. Like that knockout power, man. I've been doing it since I was like 13. Like my older cousins used to have me fight like kids that were like 16, 18. And when I became like when I was like 16, bro, I was like getting in the club and shit, man, and I was like knocking out grown men. So, and I ain't have a lot of muscle, you know. I was probably like 16. I probably was like 217. I mean, I was big for my age, but I didn't have a lot of muscle because I wasn't hitting the weights. I didn't start hitting the weights till I moved to Texas. So the knockout power was kind of like running a 4-2. You know, either you got it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? You can lift all the weights in the world, but you can't hit hard. To be honest with you, the weights hurting me more than helping me. To be honest, so that's why this camp I'm gonna take. I ain't touching no fucking weights. It's all band work. You know what I mean? So all that muscle and stuff like the oxygen is like the muscle need to breathe and it's hard to get the oxygen through it because I carry so much muscle. You know what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, yeah, cardio. There you go.
That's all
Yeah.
I'm
So
saying.
that's me.
It's
That's all
wellworld.com.
good. Yeah, man. Cardio. So the power ain't never going nowhere. But yes, it's different training, bro. You know, it's different. Like I said, training MMA, it was a lot of cage work, like a lot of big guys land on you trying to get up to your feet. Everybody knew I wanted to kickbox. So they was like, nah, I'm gonna put you on your back. I'm gonna put a big guy on you, and I want you to get up. I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? It's time. It's time. So my thing is like, be great at wrestling defense where nobody can take you down, and then you keep it standing where they don't want to be with you. But for bare knuckle training, it's just been a lot of boxing things. Like I've never boxed before, so it's a lot of movement, like slipping punches, rolling, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So all that's different and new to me. So boxing is the hardest sport I've had to train for. To be honest with you, so it's just it's definitely different training. Like it's different for me, at least for me. But my man said they're sparring in 4 ounce gloves. That's crazy. Yeah, sparring 4 ounce gloves. That's crazy.
It's light sparring.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Kind of like a walkthrough. Okay.
Hey,
Occasionally.
You gotta look Mxrdem's fights up, bro. He's a beast. He's a beast.
Yeah, I ain't familiar with it. Yeah, like send me everything. I'll check it out for sure. I'm doing cardio on the bike tonight, man. Like, yeah, like I may move to Oregon. I'm still thinking about it. Just all depends. I may try to go up there to one of those street beats or something like that and check it out. But I definitely want to see one. I know Cody invited me one to San Antonio. Like I think it was like a year after I fought him. They came out here to San Antonio, and my promoter at the time and manager said, "Don't go to that. Don't go to it. Don't do it. Like you're gonna get suspended." I'm like, "What am I gonna get suspended for?" Like
Oh
I feel
wow.
like you're gonna get suspended. Don't do it. I'm like, all right. So they kind of shook me. They kind of scared me. So I ain't pop up. So
Yeah, they be
I
hating on
definitely
street beefs, bro. The commissions all over just they don't fuck with us, and it's sad. You know what I mean? Because truth be told, we're doing a lot of good for a lot of people in the community. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
And like I said, it's just sad. But I wanted to ask you, getting back to fighting, getting back to training. Um, do you feel in any way that having a background in football, does that play any role in your fighting and your training? Does any of that apply?
They don't, man. Everybody thinks that too.
Mhm.
They really don't, bro. Like if you think about it, you can pull a football player off the field right now. NFL guy, the Division 1 Power 5 guy, and whatever size he is, and if he don't grab any one of you guys, I don't kick his ass. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Like he don't know anything. Like all that strength and explosiveness, it means nothing if you don't know how to fight. So uh, the do what we do, like you gotta have something different inside. And I ain't knocking football players. That's my first. Well, I ain't never loved the shit, but that was my first sport I played. But it's a little bit different, man. And it has nothing to do with it, bro. Like if you go turn on the tape and watch me play football, like I was explosive big back. So what you see with Saquon Barkley, like that's how I was at like 240, like running 80-yard touchdowns. Like I ran 4.4, like I jumped 40 inches. Like I was bigger, faster, and stronger than everybody. So football came easy. I didn't like it though. I hated football. My dad played pro NFL football, so I thought that was the route for me. But it ain't got nothing. It don't help at all, bro. Like maybe if you was wrestling, like maybe if I was transition over to wrestling, maybe that'd be a little bit more different. If I was a defensive player and I'm learning, and I know how to tackle and hit people and wrap up, maybe it'd help out a little bit. But in MMA, it doesn't really it don't matter. It really don't help.
Facts, man. Now I seen what's going on. What I've seen lately on the internet is big guys without a fight background saying because they're big guys, they can basically do X, Y, Z to whoever, and it's caused some debates. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to hear from an actual fighter with size, with also the background and other things. Get their take on that.
Them motherfuckers stupid, bro. It's no way they could, bro. They could. It was just like I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like they couldn't. You guys are smaller fighters. They couldn't beat y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't beat y'all. The best thing that they could do is grab you and slam you, and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully somebody pulls it apart and breaks it up. You know what I'm saying? But even if they slam you and get you on the ground, if you know jujitsu, then that goes out the door. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? They don't get tired. They ain't used to getting punched. They ain't used to getting hit. Like it ain't what they want. They think I don't know, man. It's 2025. Man, most of us think they can do anything. They probably think they can fly too, like jump off a building and fly. You know what I mean? But it just don't
Yeah.
work that way, bro. You know what I mean? Like it don't matter how big you are. I be telling you, I don't. But every one of the guys I roll with, we was fighting, bro. Like we used to street fight all the time. Like my little homies was crushing dudes. Dudes like 215, 220. They was 160 pounds. Like, yeah, bro, you can't fight. Like you lift weights and you a big dude, but you can't fight. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we do crazy. I can't wait till somebody actually put it together and get like a Bradley Martin who's like a 260-pound bodybuilder. And then they get like a guy that's 185 pounds that's a trained fighter and watch what he do to him, bro.
Hell,
It's ridiculous.
why's my sound fucking up? Sorry, hold on. But
I don't think that's you, bro.
man, No, sorry, my sound was being a little bit. So I was gonna say something real quick. It's a little off topic, but because you were talking about different fighters, and we talked about even over here like Brock Lesnar in the comments and stuff. Do you guys ever watch any foreign stuff or stuff in foreign languages?
I
Other
mean,
like not
Porn.
anime, but like others.
I'm a huge horror movie fan, so I kind of watch all horror movies. Like I got a horror podcast and everything, so I'm kind of always watching. Not always, but I've seen a few of them. Yeah, like horror movies.
All right, hell yeah. So there's this one I just saw. It's like a little series called like Le Cage, and I watched a couple episodes. But the first episode it grabbed me because this guy's kind of going through it, family shit, whatever. But he's a fighter, and he's an amateur trying to get. He's got a couple fights. He's like, "Yeah, I'm doing good." And he's kind of getting blown off, and he's like, "You know what? I don't know if this is for me." And then this ex guy comes in. He's a pro now, and he's bullying people. He's got a camera crew. He's like, "Who wants to train with me?" And he goes there and he beats people up, breaks their arms, their legs, and shit. He's like, "Fuck that! Who's gonna train with me?" And then the coach is like, "No one's training with you." He starts this shit, and the guy's
I
like, "You know
see
what?
that.
Whatever." You did? Man, he got like this. Oh, it started off, and I was hooked. I was like, "Damn!" So yeah,
What
I'm watching that
It's a
language
right
good
now.
and
ass
what
show.
app?
You say what?
What language and what app can
It's
we
on Netflix.
watch?
It's a French show.
French and Netflix. Okay.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm
yeah,
gonna try to check it out. I like the Bakis and the BBZ and uh,
yeah.
what's the boxing anime? The old boxing anime that's on Netflix.
The Repo.
Yeah, that was all
Hajime no
boxing.
Yeah.
Ippo.
So
Yeah,
I'll check it out for sure.
Wait till somebody gets
definitely.
back to
So Mortem, I wanted to ask you, bro, with your background and your experience, who are some of the fighters that have influenced you growing up, whether it be professional or not?
Um, See, the thing there is that I've always lived by this rule, and it's that imitation is suicide. If you try to imitate or follow someone else's footsteps, you're bound to fall in the same holes they fell into. So I can't say that I ever had fighters that influenced me in a sense, but I did see a lot of fighters that growing up I enjoyed watching them a lot and could relate to in a sense. Like right now, honestly, this is one of my favorite fighters so far that I has just came into the UFC. It's damn, I forgot his name. His last name is Rodriguez, but his nickname is Lazy Boy. He just fought at the Sphere for the Noche UFC, and it was in my opinion, because me and that dude we come from around the same area in Mexico. It hits different seeing someone where I'm from, come up and make it big and see almost a resemblance of myself in that person. So I was like, I love it. It makes me feel like I can do this myself and keep on pushing. Because if someone like that can do it, I can do this shit too.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
besides that, I mean, Mike Tyson, obviously, Mike Tyson influenced my boxing, and so it just got me into boxing. Uh, that's about it. Like I said, there's a lot of fighters I really watched, but no one that I can say influenced me in a sense besides Lazy Boy and Mike Tyson.
Rolando, is that who you're thinking of? Rolando?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Rolando
yeah.
Rodriguez.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So where do you think where do you want this to go as far as your fight career and the future? Where are you headed?
Oh no. If you're lagging, Jason, you can log out, log in real quick, and it'll fix the problem probably too. If you can hear me.
A
Well,
few more seconds.
after taking everyone train and oh damn, I can hear you.
You just got a 12-second delay. It's that's all.
Just a little delay.
Yeah.
He'll come back. He'll come back. Yeah.
Okay, my bad. What was the question?
Question being, where is Mortem headed in his fight career? What does the future hold for Mortem?
I'm here.
to somebody else's food. Yeah, you're gonna have to log out, log in real quick, dude. Real quick. Please. Yeah. Hey, yo, King Kai.
Kai, what up? What up?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, he's definitely King Kai's a fun one to watch at the scrapyard. So with the 4 branches.
Damn.
With the 4 branches, we have the Streetbeefs scrapyard up here in Washington State. Samke's got the West Coast is where he refs at, and that's over which states?
We have so the main West Coast branch is in Nevada, not too far from Vegas, and then we have our big premium events at the Hot Box, which is going to be in Arizona, near not too far from Phoenix. Yeah. He's back.
And they got the OG yard down in Virginia.
Oh yeah, damn. OG Yard is in Virginia. They have several different cages there, and then as you know, Nasty Native has the Dirty South branch in Texas, and they kind of do maybe 3 events a year, 3 or 4 when they can.
Hell
yeah, man. Any one of us would love to have you, bro. You know, if you ever, are around, you feel like, paying someone a visit.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like I know you was talking to me. Y'all was talking to me, but yeah, I definitely would love to check one out. I'm gonna check one out. I am, bro. The one that's ever close to me, I'm gonna definitely check one out. So yeah, I like what y'all do. I like it. I seen some crazy fights. I seen some funny ones. I seen some talented guys. I seen a lot of shit from the scrapping, bro. Like I like it. Like what you said. Like y'all doing a lot of helping, bro. I mean, people being able to handle it right there. Who knows what people go through. We all go through stuff, but I'm gonna sit down. I enjoy it. I like it. I'm a fan of it, so I'm gonna definitely check on it.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it.
No problem, bro.
Mxrdem, you with it?
Crystal collection. Is that crystal
I'm
clear?
back. Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, he's crystal clear. So the question is, where is Mxrdem going in his fight career? What does the future hold for Mxrdem?
All right. Well, I'm with a good team now at a good gym. I'm feeling good. I feel like right now where I'm at, my career is about to skyrocket within the next 6-7 months. It's a promise, and it's to myself and to everyone else who gives a fuck. By the end of this fucking year, I'm gonna be either have 5 amateur fights, or I'm gonna try to make my way to the fucking contender series. Either way, I'm gonna make it up there by the end of the fucking year.
Hell yeah. I believe I can feel it through this screen. I feel it. It's gonna happen.
Facts.
And then I was gonna say, man, I'm gonna follow you all the way. We can take clips of this. Don't forget, we're take small clips. No, Braxton, I was gonna ask earlier too, because we were talking about influences. I was curious with you having a background in kickboxing, with you enjoying MMA too, and doing BKFC, and even with the killers in your division, like Lorenzo Hunt and stuff too. Like, damn, did you have any people you enjoy watching or any influences from any place growing up fighting?
Man, yeah, so I got quite a few, bro. Like Tyson, of course. Tyson is my favorite boxer of all time. I'm a huge fan of Alistair Overeem, Floyd Mayweather, Cain Velasquez. It's one of my favorite heavyweights of all time. John Jones, Mirko Cro Cop.
Hey man, no, I'm sorry, bro. Ryan over here in the comments.
Nah, bro. Like I got quite a few, bro. So yeah, I looked up to a lot of guys. Even Rampage Jackson for a while too. So a lot of guys with different styles, different weight classes, mainly heavyweights, but different skill sets. But they all got something that I really liked about it. It's the knockout ability. Especially when Alice Overeem was a K1 champion in Pride, bro. Like he got on that horse meat. So we say horse meat, bro. We went to another level, bro. Like those knockouts are crazy. So, but yeah, I liked a lot of guys going up, and as an adult too, I got fighters I like right now. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool.
I wanted to ask you, bro. Did you grow up fighting, getting into like street fights and stuff, or was it just a competitive thing?
Yeah, I did, man. I was gonna. I didn't want to tell y'all this. I didn't want to take the shine away from what y'all do on Street Beef. But check this out, man. When I was young, when I dropped out of college, I moved back home, and it was a dope boy in my neighborhood he bought a funeral home, and he turned the funeral home. True story. He turned the funeral home into a club, so it was a club, and on Wednesdays and Thursday nights, I would host a fight night up there. And I would pay fighters like 40, $50. I would charge like 10 to get in and charge like 40, $50. And I would fight like the main event. So it could be a guy that's old, it could be a guy that's older than me, way bigger than me, somebody like that was really tough, or say they was really tough from a different county. They would like drive to this funeral home, bro, and we would do all these fight nights and stuff like that. And I would fight like on the main events and stuff. So uh, but other before that, man, yeah, I just kind of grew up street fighting. Like my older cousins, like that's just how it was, bro. Like get in there, Even though I could be 13 and a 17, 18-year-old kid mess with me at the park, I'm a fighter. Even though I'm gonna lose the fight, my cousins them will come handle it. They still gonna want me to fight. Like, they'll sit back and watch me lose the fight, and then they'll beat the dude up. And then I got to the point where I was like 15, 16, bro, and I started. It didn't matter how old you was. I started winning them all. Like I was down to everybody. When I was like 15, 16. So, but yeah, I grew up street fighting for sure. Yeah, Kimbo Slice, like Kimbo Slice is like up here to me, bro. Like I was so sad when Kimbo died, bro. I was so sad. So Kimbo's like, I got all my favorite fighters, bro, and Kimbo like got a special spot. Like, well, he ain't even over here with the rest of these guys. He just like over here by himself, bro. So that's how much I enjoy street fighting and definitely have a like grew up street fighting. So
Man, did you watch Level then when he was fighting with Kimbo and all them?
which one was Level? The one with
Level
the
was like
dreads
the
or
the
the
shorter, bald headed, like Puerto Rican dude, or like light skinned dude with the goatee. He always had real extra long jean shorts.
oh yeah. I seen him knock him out. Yeah. He the one that hit Kimbo and they thought he like we did clip him, I think, right? He kind of
Yeah.
clipped him and hurt him a little, not hurt him, but he clipped him and he was like, oh, he kind of. I think that was the first time we
Damn.
ever seen like Kimbo hit or like hurt. So yeah, I think I remember that guy. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What? That's your cousin or something, bro? Like y'all got some relationship, some relation. That's your cousin or something. The level guy.
What?
Nah, I said, is that your cousin or something? The level guy who Kimbo fought.
Oh no, no, it was a real good flavor. And we used to make fun because my uncle looked like him. So he used to be like, "Hey, how come you can't fight like that dude, man? Come on."
That's
Hell
funny.
yeah. No, I was curious more to see. One of the things I was curious about is when we fight, we train our style. We really try to put our name out there. Like you said, you have big, ambitious goals that I truly believe that you are going to achieve. I don't think that these are dreams. I think that these are very feasible things. But I'm curious, when people talk about you, your fighting style, how do you think you want to be remembered in the fight world? I'm kind of curious. What kind of mark do you want to leave?
I see. The way I like that question because what got me into really training Muay Thai and really focusing on it was that I was training at Wanderlei Silva's gym. So I got to train with Wand, and I got to train with his second hand Michael Costa. So for a good while, I saw these guys and I would see how they would throw down, and I fell in love with the idea of how people saw Wanderlei Silva when he was coming up as this crazy, just violent dude who no one wanted to go in because not only was he fighting in these bare knuckle fights where it was anything goes, headbutts, soccer kicks, groin shots, it didn't matter. It was an all natural fight. And he would go into tournaments for like 20 people and beat all of them up. That's how I want to be remembered as someone violent that you just don't want to even dare to step into it.
Yeah, Wonderlei was
I was
he was a
nice.
dog,
I was
boy.
nice to you.
Yeah, he was a dog. Some of them boys, yeah, he was a dog.
I could say definitely you're leaving that mark in the West Coast without a doubt. Uh, all your fights for sure.
Absolutely.
You mentioned you have the right fight team and the right gym now. You wanna talk a
I'm
little
trying
bit
to.
about that? You mentioned you have the right fight when you come
What?
back.
His connection was perfect. No.
I was hearing the playback in the background.
Yeah, I heard it too. Yeah.
Five more seconds. He'll be back.
Hey.
uh,
Then after that, I was gonna ask you too, Braxton Smith. I was real curious as to why you fight, because like we all have our reasons. We get in there, we get in that cage, and some of us are born with it. But I know deep down, there's a reason why we truly all fight, because that's not everyone's gonna wake up and willingly go step into a cage.
Yeah, man. Like I'm a normal dude, bro. Like if you don't know me, you can't tell I fight. Like I'll never talk to you about it. I can have a conversation with you for 3 days, and you never know I'm a fighter, and you don't know who I am. It's not like one of those things I wore on my sleeve like that, bro. So for me, I do it because I enjoy doing it first and foremost. You gotta love what you're doing. You gotta at least enjoy what you're doing. And second of all, like bro, like I used to go to work every day, bro. Work at a warehouse, dog. Like football wasn't what I wanted to do. Everybody thought I was going to the NFL like my dad. Like, bro, you got all this talent in football, play football. Like, bro, I don't want to play football. I'd rather go work. So I got tired of that shit. I'm like, this ain't my purpose. This ain't my passion, bro. Like, I ain't meant to just like pay bills and die. You know what I'm saying? Like, retire at 65 and shit in the warehouse. I was like, nah. So I was putting on my collar, my shirt, my uniform and shit. And it just hit me. I said, man, I was an amateur champion. Like, wow, man, just start back fighting, bro. I was like, you know what? Fuck this job. I quit right there. I'm gonna start back fighting. So I'd rather knock motherfuckers out and make bread than go punch that clock at a warehouse, bro. It's just as simple as that. Like that's what it is for me. Like, oh, the love, the passion is like, nah, bro. Like, I would rather knock guys out for money, grown men out for money, than go clock in and slave for another company making their ass billions of dollars. That's what it is. Like, like setting up something for my family, my daughters. Like that's what it is. Like helping fighters, what I'm saying? Like I'm real big on that, bro. I don't like to toot my own horn or nothing, but I was able, like a kid reached out to me like 21 years old, like over in thanks South Carolina, and he asked me like, "Hey, bro, like asked me for tips and advice." He didn't even think I was gonna message him back. I message everybody back. If you hit my inbox, I'm hitting you back. Like I ain't that type of dude. I'd never be that type of dude. So he was curious about like different techniques and stuff like that. He was like, "Man, I want to fight, bro, but I ain't got the bread." I said, "Bro, what area you in? Like, let me look up some gyms for you." So I don't know shit about South Carolina. I ain't never been. So I just started looking up gyms for him, and I hit up the owner like, "Hey, it's a young man that want to come through and train. Can y'all come up on a membership? Like work with him on his monthly payments. If not, let me pay his membership for a year after my next fight. I'll pay. I don't know. I don't know the kid or not. I don't know if he's gonna go or not, but he told me he wanted it. So I felt him. I understood. I've been in that situation, so I understand. I just want to help him out. So that's also my purpose, bro. Not just providing for myself and my family, but helping other people out, helping other fighters out. Whether they amateur, pro, whether they older than me, it don't matter. If street beef, they need. You don't got to be in a big organization like, hey, bro, I need help with family. Like, man, I got you. Like, let me see if I can fly you out here, bro. So that's also something that I want to do as well with my fight career. But it's just as simple as that, bro. I'd rather do shit on my own terms, make my own money, having fun doing it instead of go punching the fucking clock with somebody else, bro.
Exactly. 100%, man. I respect that. Absolutely. Making your own way and you're punching your way through with
I'm,
it.
I'm trying, yeah, I'm trying to get there.
Talk about perfect timing, Mxrdem. Uh, you there? He's
Oh,
with us.
do you remember the question?
Am I back? Can y'all see me?
Yeah. I hear you. You froze for a second. So the question was, you mentioned earlier, you're now with the right team and you're with the right gym. You want to speak on that real quick?
All right. Yes, sir. So
Happy belated birthday.
right now I'm training with the homie Mikey and Buzzkill over at Pinto. Uh, I don't plan on fighting too much longer here at Streetbeefs. Streetbeefs because I want to, like I said, I want to take my career far. So I want to just get to it, and I know they can help me out a lot. It's a wonderful gym. The
No, man.
Dang, my Wi-Fi was doing this the other day, man, on my podcast with my other co-host. I turned my shit off. I got mad. I'm like, man, I'm tired of doing this. I just started using the data. I was like, fuck it, bro.
It's
It is
over.
what it is.
No, oh, dang. Well, well, I know shit. He'll be back in a
hell,
minute. He'll be back in a minute. Yeah. Oh,
Yo, you broke out for a second. You were mentioning your gym, Buzzkill and Mikey.
can you hear us?
uh, I just want to say that I was just training with them, and
Oh,
just trying to go far as I can.
That's dope,
hell
man.
yeah.
Yeah, just training out of Pinto Muay Thai here in Vegas. Just want to focus on everything. I want to get into the Dana White Container Series. I don't even care if I lose. I just want to be able to get out there and at least know I'm trying. Trying and get far with this. I just rip the brakes out the whip and just full gas, full fucking throttle.
Oh, my man in Vegas. He live in Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Oh, damn, bro. That's what I'm. Yeah, you out there with all. That's a fight capital of the world. Damn, you the syndicate, Extreme Couture, everybody out there.
Yep.
I
Shit
came out
with
of Extreme Couture actually.
PI
I
too.
was training at Extreme Couture
UFC PI.
before. I was training for. I got scouted by Extreme Couture after my Relentless fight, which was crazy because me and Relentless were training out of the same gym, and then the coach was like, "Hey, do you want to train here with the amateurs and the professionals now?" And so from there, I was training, but I had to leave because, in all honesty, it's a Shark Tank gym. It's a lot of hard sparring that they do there, and as much as I love throwing down, it's not good for the career if you're doing it 24/7. So
They still training like it's crazy because Eric Nixon was out here in Austin. And he did a seminar like 2 years ago, and he pulled me to the side and told me to come out there and do some training for free with them, Gunner and all them boys. But he told me that's how they grew up, like how they came through the rankings, like training hard like that. That's why they didn't have long careers. But I do see a lot of Sean Strickland videos and stuff like that, how them boys get down. But me
I got
personally,
to
bro,
spar with Sean one time.
was he like that with you on there, like how he is with everybody else?
No, yeah, he called me a bitch and a pussy. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was fucking me up. I was trying to do my best, and somehow I just kept on getting my ass beat. And that's why he was like,
Yeah,
"Come
so he
on,
telling
bitch,
you.
stop being a pussy." I was like, "Well, that's it."
And
That
for
mess
So
up.
context, for context, tell
dude,
the people your height and weight for people for context. Mortem.
Hmm?
I said for context, we know how big Sean Strickland is. For context, tell people your height and weight.
Oh, okay. My height and weight. I'm 5'6" and 130 and 135.
oh dang. Yeah, bro,
So if you put
that's a
that in the size comparison against that big motherfucker, yeah, I
yeah. Not
he was
not
just
only
whooping
that,
my ass. But
not only that
I
shit, he
mean, Sam, can
he
you spar
world
with me? So
champion, bro.
you seen how
Isn't
I do my boxing? I'm very up close. So I
Yeah.
was trying to do that with him, and I just couldn't do that. I couldn't do shit.
It's just,
I would love to be in that motherfucker. I'm to like, bro, because for me it's like what he's saying. Like it's good that this kid with a gym now, because that's the most important thing. Like uh being with a gym, like having somebody, a coach that love you and believe in you, that can help you get there and back you.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. I had to do it on my own. with friends and family. Like I ain't got no nutritionist like the rest of them motherfuckers. Like my fiance making my meals, she doing all my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So having that coach and that team is what it is. What that like that's the most important piece of the journey. So if you have that, you find the right gym for you, and you can absolutely get there. If I was out there, which I could be out there. It just depends on like how everything go, man. I'm trying to get out of San Antonio because it ain't nothing here for me, bro. So being out in Vegas, I would love to train at Shrimp Couture or Cynic is also really good. They got some UFC champions and some high level kickboxers over there. So
Yeah.
either one of them would work for me. Like I need that coach and I need that team. I need that work. So, but that's cool that he got a gym and he got a team now. Cause shit, I'm still struggling with that to this day, bro. So shit annoying
So
as
you're
fuck.
making waves all on your own. I mean, shit, you get a coach, you might have to shit. You might be
Bro,
putting
that's
people in
what
the
I'm
hospital.
bro. That's what I'm
I've seen
telling
some
you.
of those ESPN
That's what I'm
reports.
telling them. I'm telling them, bro. Like when I get with this team, when I get with the team, and just really, because I'm really just doing shit right now off athletic ability, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like my last fight with my debut BKFC, that was my first time like learning to get with a coach. It was my first time ever throwing a 1-2 and like rolling up under the punch. I never rolled up under punch. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna test. I'm gonna get hit or I'm gonna move. I'm gonna block. But if you hit me, you hit me. Let me see, can you crack like I crack? That ain't how you fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't fight like that. So for me, at least in the heavyweight division, you can't fight like that. Motherfucker knock you out. So I was like, damn, like learning all this shit. I was excited, and then I moved to San Antonio, and it's just too much. It's just too far to drive 2 hours over there to train. So now I'm back in square one trying to find a coach. And shit, I can't talk too much about it till BKFC make the announcement, but I'm like 5 weeks, I'm like 5, 6 weeks out, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get to work. You feel me? Like I gotta get to work. So with this kid having that team, bro, like that's real important. He'll never have to he probably have experience, but when you start making the rankings and you start moving up, you get to those contender series and shit like that. You sign with PFL, UFC, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a team behind you, bro. So you'll never have to be in this situation. But yeah, the motherfuckers know I'm coming. When I get that team, I swear man, they think I'm KO on their ass now. I'm I'm trying to kill shit, bro. I
That's that
swear,
level
Yeah.
up.
I swear, bro.
Hey, you man, like you as these things go on, I moved my schedule around a couple things. I've been trying to get ready to make some waves 2025 too, and you might be seeing MMA Underground at some of these BKFC events. Just saying, so you might see one of us that want some of those. So
Hey, that's what's
at some of
up.
those weigh-ins and all that.
Show some love. Let me know y'all there so I can see you. Shit.
Hell yeah! But so now, while I'm still having a fun time, this is the part where I gotta be a bad guy because I feel terrible every time I do this. But we are all in different time zones, and I know with the different time zones, we don't want to keep everyone too late. And we've been having lots of fun. But other than that, Samka, did you have any final questions for our guests for the evening?
Yeah, man. Final question for Braxton. I wanted to ask, man, how did you come up with the fight name?
I knew it was coming. Everybody asked that, boy. I knew it was coming. That's a good question, bro. My friend in Austin gave it to me, bro. It's a damn. I'm gonna have to send it to you. It's kind of like I don't know if it's like a Portuguese story, but it happened. It was like a myth to tell, like way back in the day, bro. It was a monster that killed everything. It killed other monsters. It killed other villagers. Like people like used it to scare their kids. Uh uh like be like the boogeyman. Be on your best behavior, or the beautiful monster will come get you. Like this kid, like the creature's kills was so like beautiful and swift and like brutal, like that they named it the beautiful monster. So they used them for like to scare their kids. And bro, I'll have to find the city. It's dope though. But my homie was like, bro, look how you look and how you fight, bro. You gotta be the beautiful monster. And so he just gave it to me and it just stuck. So that's how I got it, bro.
That's dope. That's dope.
You live up to the name.
Yeah.
So,
And final question for Mortem. Uh, what advice would you give to any up and coming fighter who's trying to take things to the next level and be serious with this fight game?
Um, in my opinion, something I always tell people is what I told my team when we first started Team Mortem. It's that
you know, it's a difference between making this a hobby and really wanting to do it as a career, because only, I'm not saying only a few people, but only a select amount of people can really stick their head and say, all right, I want to fight and I want to make this 100% my thing. If you are sure you want to fight, make it be your thing. Embrace it. Don't be scared of it. Be how to open to lose. Be open to win. Be open to get hit. Be open to get hurt. Be open to give someone that pain. Be open for everything that's to come. Don't be scared whether you haven't started or that person has more experience or this person has more experience or whether you're older, younger. It doesn't matter. All that matters is if you want to do this, you stick your head to it and you just say, "It's what I'm gonna do. It's what I want to do." You know, that's what I say. Some people are born to fight, and some other people are made to fight. It just depends on who you are. You just can't be scared.
Yeah, you know, sport, you scared.
Well
Right.
Well
spoken.
said. Well said.
Damn. Well, before we have to even think about letting you guys go, we got to get social media plugs, where to find you, anything you want people to go follow you on too, so that way we know to make sure that we can do all that little bit. And I have a little something I'm gonna tag each y'all in later. I'm gonna snip a part of this myself. But you want to go first,
Oh,
Braxton?
yeah,
All
sure.
right.
Just you can find me at beautiful monster underscore MMA on IG. And my Facebook is just Braxton Smith, so that's where you can find me at.
Uh, y'all can just find me at MMA Mordem. Find my fights on Streetbeefs West Coast. That's Mordem. And just want to say a quick shout out to HKA for hooking it up with the fucking gloves because these are beautiful. We'll be using these for the fight, giving y'all a little sneak peek. But besides that, stay tuned. Watch me knock some foods out.
Woo!
Hey, well, we appreciate you guys. It's been a phenomenal show as always, and you guys have a great night.
Y'all too, man.
Thank you
Hey,
guys.
man, next time get man, make the shit early next time, bro. Y'all made me go to my gym 24 hours, man. Where I can go get a workout in any time, bro. Dang. No, I'm just kidding, bro. Like I said, I like what y'all boys doing. I appreciate it, bro. So thank
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
you.
Thank
Hey,
you.
good luck, Morgan, bro. Go kill their ass next week.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'll check out.
Hell yeah. Too much fun.
Hey, man, this is what we do, man, every week, bro.
It's not quite over yet,
Nah.
is it? Zuel, lifestyle wear for the fighter in you. A movement to show that by utilizing hard work, grit, and determination, you could achieve any dream as long as you were willing to put in the hard work. Buddy V creates his own unique artwork and designs all of his clothing, jewelry, and accessories, taking the time to create every item so you can feel the pride in every piece. As a living embodiment of Zuel's principles, Buddy V fights MMA while staying active in the community, promoting positivity. Whether you are a stay-at-home parent, entrepreneur, or anything else, there is a place for you at Zuel.
Buddy V's Fighters to Watch.
What's up, what's up, what's up? We always start with the scrap yard. And over here we have Apex. Man, when I saw this fight, this man already looked like a video game character with the arms and the muscles maxed out. He was so wall. He goes to his fight. And, we've seen his opponent, Papa's, fight a few different people. And Papa's even said this man hits like a brick. Apex, in his fight, I saw control. And there was a few times when I saw him ready, waiting, but he was trying to seize an opportunity. And let me just say he was humble about his win as well. So I'm curious, what's going to happen when he unleashes the beast? That was just one fight. I need some more Apex. Come on. And that's my scrapyard pick. From the West Coast, man, this fighter, Crybaby, fun fighter that when I watched his fight, oh my goodness, I saw a test of a chin. I saw him throw some hard punches, and it was crazy because usually in round 3, these fighters are tired and they can't breathe. This guy's still going. So I was just like, what the heck? And this is his debut fight? I just couldn't believe it. So, you know how it goes. We got to have some more. So come on, Crybaby from West Coast and from the OG yard. And we have Donovan. Now, we talked earlier about how, we always enjoy seeing some of the bigger boys fight because it shows that size doesn't mean everything. They can knock your ass out. They're flexible. They're strong. This gentleman was working. He was striking. He was grappling. He took his opponent all the way around. Even when I thought it might not have gone his way, he turned around and kept fighting tooth and nail till he pulled out that dog in him and secured that win. So Donovan definitely earned his spot on this list. I actually looked him up, and that was his only fight. So again, as with these other fighters on this list, give me some more. Those are my 3 fighters to watch.
Yeah, man. Those were some awesome picks as always, man.
Dare I say.
Fire. Yeah, Samke and the Fire 5. We're going to start things off at the OG yard as always. You see it. We got Venom versus Black Ice. This is a boxing match between 2 game fighters. Both of these guys going heads up from the start to the finish. But pacing is a must. And just like pacing is a must, cardio is key. Cardio is key. Cardio is key. We say it every week. But nonetheless, man, we had a fire fight. Both of these guys possessing heavy hands. These guys loaded up on the power, and they weren't scared to trade shots. A lot of respect shared between these two, and we ended up with a beautiful TKO. Streetbeefs, OG yard, Venom versus Black Ice, firefight. Yeah, moving along to Streetbeef Scrapyard. You see it. We got a night fight kickboxing match between Chop and versus Redneck. This was a great fight. Like I said, it's a night fight. I believe it was raining, so they had to deal with the elements, and it didn't matter. I mean, we got heavy pressure from the very beginning, concrete punches to set the tone. Great mix of high and low kicks. We saw a nice use of movement and range control, but we say it all the time, pacing is a must and cardio is key. Nonetheless, we got a firefight. Streetbeef Scrapyard, Chop versus Redneck. And we're moving along. You see it, Streetbeef's West Coast. We got 2 heavy hitters, heavyweight big boy action right here. This is a boxing match between Kong versus Baby Broly. These guys both showing great sportsmanship. We got a lot of calculated striking between these two. These guys were going punch for punch. We had the height and reach disadvantage or advantage, depending on how you look at it. Made for a very interesting fight. Fire shots being thrown between these two. Pretty close match and a firefight. And luckily, no buildings were destroyed in this fight. Thank God, no buildings were destroyed. Kong versus Baby Broly, Streetbeefs West Coast, firefight. Yeah, we just hitting them back to back with the firefights. We're back at Streetbeefs Scrapyard, and you see it. We got a boxing title match between King Kai and some weeb in red. Man, 2 big names. 2 highly skilled fighters here. And these guys did not disappoint. We had a title match, super technical, stellar defense. We see some fire counters all throughout this fight. Impressive use of pressure, great exchanges. And we see the exchange of momentum back and forth. And it made for a great match. Streetbeef Scrapyard, King Kai versus some weeb in red. Firefight. And we're going to end things off at the West Coast. You heard Buddy V mention this guy earlier. This is El Bandito versus Crybaby in a boxing match. And another fire fight. Both of these guys were technical fighters. Both of these guys were establishing their power early on in the fight. Neither one of these guys were backing down. We see the fight for dominance. I mean, these guys were just two dogs in there, and no quit between these guys. We saw the clash of styles, and it made for just a firefight through and through. Streetbeefs West Coast, El Bandito versus Crybaby, Sam K and the Fire 5.
Fire!
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I gotta check out that first one. When you were describing that, I was like, "Oh, what? Have I not seen this?"
What? Which one?
With the two guys from the OG yard. I think it was like Black versus Black
Oh,
Ice. Versus,
Venom versus Black Ice.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good boxing match, man. Very, very good boxing match. Yeah, those dudes were throwing. Those were some big guys, and they were throwing some bombs.
Yeah. Well, even though we're having lots of fun, what do you say? Is it about that time?
It's about that time, bro. About that time. I want to first and foremost thank our guests, Braxton. We appreciate you, bro. It was great having you on. Mxrdem, we appreciate you, bro. It was great having you on. You guys made for a fire show. Everybody go check out their fights. Braxton Smith, he's been in the UFC. He's also a current bare knuckle fighter at the BKFC. And Mxrdem, Streetbeefs West Coast, shining star, fighting this weekend. Check him out. I want to thank everyone watching us live, everyone watching us on replay. We appreciate you. We do this for y'all. Everybody in the comments, we appreciate you. Shout out to Streetbeefs OG Yard, Scrap Yard, West Coast, and Dirty South. We do this for y'all. Shout out to Overtime Hustling Magazine. Shout out to Heart in the Fight. Shout out to zwellworld.com, because once again, that's where you can pick up your Cardio is Key shirt in various colors, as well as a multitude of Zwell merch, as well as a multitude of MMA Underground merch. So if you want to come and support the podcast, check out zwellworld.com. And Buddy V, I appreciate you. Jay, I appreciate you. We kill it every week. And yeah, man, that's it for me.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Zuel. Having too much fun over here in the podcast. You know to go to zwellworld.com, have a good time and updating some stuff. And yeah, you got a plethora of fun Zuel things. It's too much fun. And like I said, we're about to be making waves this year. I've already set up the next few months. I have stuff getting in stone, and you're going to see Zuel start doing many things. Not just Zuel. You're going to see MMA Underground. Jay, K, all of us doing so much shit. It's insane. So be prepared, because this last year we were being prepared and built, and now we're here to show the whole world. So yeah. The Instagram as well, _Buddy V. Go ahead, see it. I've been going live. Mental Movement Mondays, every Monday. Just get it moving, just having a good time. And one of the things we talked about today was growth. Don't forget to look back in the past just to appreciate how far we've come. So with that being said, we have too much fun, and I wouldn't be anywhere else on a favorite Tuesday, which means this is actually going to be one of our last Tuesday shows. Oh, because we're switching the time. Like I said, we have some outside events in life. We're making some changes, so we did have to change the time. It's still going to be live, but you guys can still check us here at 5:30 to 6:30 on Wednesday Pacific time. It's going to be too much fun. We're still going to have guests. We're going to do crazy fun things. And you know what? For the next show, I might even do a little something. We'll see. Or, might have a giveaway just because.
They just going to have to check us out on that Wednesday,
You're right. Might be available on show, live only.
Hey.
But thank you, Samke. We kill it every week. Jay, gotta keep you on your toes. We did a good job. We're switching back around, So thank you for keeping us up perfect speed. And thank all of you watching. We couldn't do it without you, because obviously you're here with us. So in Jay's famous words, as we always end it, one world, one love. Deuces.